Thank you very much for your invitation. It was my almost obsession during our Polish presidency, what we are talking about here today. I mean, especially the regulation. I know you prefer the term simplification. I prefer the term deregulation, and I know why. Competitiveness is something that we have been talking about for the last 20 years, I think. But have we really implemented it? The single market is our most powerful instrument in favor of competitiveness. But when I again became Polish Prime Minister at the end of 2023, I found the same barriers, or even more barriers, to the single market as the ones that were there than 10 years before. The single market is not just a free trade area. It is a common good, so we need to have an honest diagnosis and act on the problems that we identify. I think that I can say that we in Poland have done our homework, and we have done the diagnosis work. And we didn't do it by ourselves, by the government alone. We have worked hand in hand with our businesses, our managers, business organizations, hand in hand with those who are the addressees of what we do. So, what is it about? First, as I said, the regulation. The EU has been legislating over the years, adding layer after layer. We in the EU have become a regulatory power, for sure, nationally and at EU level. This has to stop. Both the European Council and the Commission have understood it by now. The simplification omnibuses have been an absolute priority of the Polish presidency, same for the Danish presidency. Thanks to Mette and Ursula, who are bringing this project forward really forcefully. The delivery is painful, but I can assure you that none of us will give up, and we will deliver. For you, the European companies. In a world of geopolitical uncertainties, of new tariffs, of very brutal world competition, we truly need to make life of our companies easier. Second, ambitions matching reality. And our reality today and tomorrow, I think everybody here will agree, is security. And security means armaments. Armaments means steel. Steel means reindustrialization. We have to be self-sufficient. We cannot outsource our security. But because of our energy costs, the highest in the world, and of course our climate regulations, companies are leaving Europe. I don't want to spoil the good atmosphere here and the good mood, and I fully understand your argumentation, Emmanuel. And yes, we have to protect our companies, especially our steel companies in Europe, in Poland, everywhere. But the reality is very brutal. I remember my last discussion with the biggest producer of steel in the world, and very active in Poland also. And he was brutally clear with me. There is no chance to continue his work on our continent with our overregulation, high energy prices. And this is why, not only for him, today the United States, Canada, Brazil is radically more attractive than Europe. And we have to be frank to each other with this. And as you know, we have no time. In the next few, not years, but months, it will be too late if we are not ready to react today to this. Even with my offer to him I offer them, I mean, the steel producers massive state aid in Poland. But they were really also very blunt with me. It's about business model, not about 1 or 2 or 3 actions with state aid or even European money. And this is why we have to think about our a real acceleration when it comes to the deregulation process. Our ambitions cannot mean that we continue to impose new burdens on companies. It cannot mean that because of Europe, companies lose competitiveness vis-à-vis the world. Look at the world around us. We, Europe, are responsible for only 6% of the world's emissions. We cannot constantly be the ones who reduce emissions at a pace that no company can bear. We cannot constantly increase our ambition when others do not. That is exactly what competitiveness should be about. Yeah, we should be ambitious, and we are, but we have to do it wisely and responsibly. And of course, we have to do it together with our companies, managers, businesses. This is the only way to succeed. Thank you.